right, guys, so we're going to break down the final 4 minutes of this game. And this was just completely lackadaisical by Cat. Trey Murphy is one of the best shooters in this league. You've got to get a hand up. And he just effortlessly pulls and knocks this one down. Now the Knicks are down 3. Jalen Brunson was so pissed at Cat, telling him to lock in. Brunson on the other end, though, got Zion on him, and we knew he was shooting this all the way. This is a tough shot by Brunson to tie up the game. Can the Knicks get a stop, though? That was a question this game. Murphy down low, working against Brunson. Cat comes late, and it's a layup. Now the Knicks are down 2. Deuce McBride to McHale, driving down back to Deuce in the corner for 3. Looked like he was fouled live. The refs say that he kicked out his leg. Let's see if he did. Yeah, I think that's the right call, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, I mean, what a tough bucket by Deuce McBride in his first game back. I mean, he hadn't played in a while. I can't even remember the last time Deuce played. And he got to the free throw line late, which we'll get into. But Zion coming downhill. And see right here how, of course, OG just gets beat. And Zion's so explosive. I mean, this was a generational talent coming into the league. And Cat is there, but he's just no match for Zion, who goes up with that strong left hand and gets it to go. Zion looked like a man possessed this entire game. This was one where the Knicks really shouldn't have won, but great teams just find ways to win. OG getting downhill and throwing it down. Let's go, man. OG against Zion was must-see tonight. And the Knicks up 1. Jalen Brunson, it's his time off the Deuce offensive rebound. The Knicks got a 3-point lead. And if you're the Knicks, you like this too, because you'll kind of live with them attacking the paint with that 1-point lead. You feel like you're going to score on the other end. And now you've got Zion, who, of course, is coming downhill. OG is going to step up. There's only so much you can do, though. Zion goes up and gets stripped. And if I'm being honest with you, technically this is a foul by the rule book, because you can see right here, see how OG, see his left arm, guys, how it's sort of impeding Zion, and then he rips him clean. The problem is that they were calling this game physically, and you can't change it up in the last 50 seconds of the game because players now have to adjust, and it's just too much. So Zion goes to the free throw line. He would make both of them, and now 40 seconds left, which means the Knicks have at least 2 possessions left in this game. And Brunson, he's got the ball. They're setting a hard double, and Brunson wisely just goes straight to the basket off of it. He knows that the double is coming from this way, and if he just kind of wraps it around, and this defender is going to jump and steal it. So he goes straight to the basket, and he just reads Jordan Poole. And you can see Poole doesn't fully pick him up. So now Brunson knows he has Looney behind him, and the worst Looney can do is foul him, so he just goes up like a normal layup and gets it to go. That is not an easy shot by any means, though. I mean, look, this is close. Like, look how close it is to being blocked. But Brunson, he's been doing that for his entire life since some of you guys were in diapers hitting clutch buckets. Zion, again, though, against OG. It's very rare you see a guy go at OG and pick on him, but this is Zion Williamson. He's big time. He uses the Looney screen. He has a full head of steam coming at Cat and lays it up with that left hand, and it's a 1-point game again. And then it turned into basically a free throw shooting contest. Deuce knocks down the first one. And you know, as a Knick fan and as a Knick player, if you make this, not that the game's over, but you feel great again, because basically all you have to do is just force them off the 3-point line and then play a free throw shooting game. And Deuce, the second one is good. Deuce hadn't shot a free throw in a game in a minute. And man, did he have ice in his veins there. And now 3-point game, Zion, I don't know why he didn't just go to the basket, to be honest with you. Again, play a free throw shooting game, but he gives it to Jordan Poole, Jordan Poole was actually really good in the second half. And he throws up a ball fake, but Deuce jumps to the right, and you can see Poole kind of leans into him to force that contact, and he throws it up off the top of the backboard. The Knicks would get the rebound, and then they'd go to the free throw line. Just a terrible ending for the Pelicans to a really good game, if I'm being honest with you. Like, I'm fine with Poole throwing up a ball fake, but you can't kind of lean into him and try to get contact. If anything, you kind of reset. Pelicans did not have a timeout, which was huge. They kind of had to go, and that's the ball game. Now we're getting towards the end of the first half. Knicks trail by 4, and Jalen Brunson is going to get a tough bucket. He has so many different ways to beat you. You never know which move he's going to. So it looks like he's going to turn, but then he turns it into a step back and then rises up over both defenders, knocks it down. Brunson just refused to back down. Again, he was 2 of 8 to start this one, but he's able to get that one going. And then the next couple of possessions was just all OG on Anunoby. Cat was in foul trouble, so he was relegated to the bench. And OG is just going to go downhill, working against Zion. He knows that Williamson's not going to foul him because he's going to go to the bench if he does, like Cat. So he goes to the basket, and then he continues. This is off of a made basket by Zion. Gets to that left hand. That should have been a foul. And then one more, OG again. That corner 3, you got to respect it. Looney steps up, but OG is just going to go right around him baseline. And once you give that up against OG, you're doomed. I mean, he fights through that contact and then throws it down with two hands. OG's making a case to be an all-star this season. I think when he's healthy, he's one of the best players in the league. Top 5 defender, very efficient, rebounds, playmakes. Like, OG just does everything. And he shows exactly why the Knicks gave up RJ Barrett and Emmanuel quickly to go get him. At the time, that was seen as a lot. But now, I mean, you could pretty much double IQ on RJ and the Knicks will still do that. Like, that's how valuable OG's been. Whenever he's on the floor, the Knicks feel like they can beat anyone. And this game showed exactly why that is. Wild first half of basketball as the Knicks and Pelicans were in an absolute shootout. The story, though, without question, ended up being Mohamed Diawara. He had the best first half of his young career, only his third game starting, guys. You can see he gets to the basket with that left hand going up strong to start the game. And on this one, he just stays ready. The defense overcommits to Cat. Diawara is calling for it in that right corner, and he catches and shoots. It's just one fluid, smooth motion. I mean, he's improving by the game, it feels like, for the Knicks' Brunson turnaround and one. He didn't shoot a single free throw last game against the Hawks. First time all season. Brunson doing what he does best, just getting to that line. Brunson was awesome in the first half. Well, he did start 2 of 8, but I thought he picked it up late and just brought the Knicks back in. 3-point deficit going into half. But Diawara, this is definitely his most impressive shot of that first half. Is off the dribble. He knows there's 5 seconds on the shot clock, so he just kind of gets to a spot and rises up and knocks us down. Man, doesn't even hit the rim. And then, again, he's just wide open in the corner. The defense continues to overcommit. Clearly, the scouting report says, let's leave Diawara and basically just stack the paint. And that would be a mistake in that first half. I mean, another one that just completely just doesn't even touch the rim, just straight through. And then this was an unbelievable play all around by the Knicks. It looked like a clear offensive rebound, but then Brunson knocks it free. And then the IQ, of course, to get the ball up the floor. This is not an easy pass by any means. Diawara catches it off the bounce and then lays it up and in. Jordan Clarkson driving to the basket, bounce pass to OG, and he's going to wrap it around to Yabusele, who just had checked in, who's out of the rotation at this point, and then he's going to knock down another one. That's got to feel good for him, man. Yabu definitely has not lived up to that contract that the Knicks gave him, but there's still plenty of time remaining, of course, for him to turn it around. But this was a play where Cat just makes the right play, gets Zion off of his feet. I mean, look at that flyby. Oh, my goodness. And then he could have shot this, if I'm being honest, but he just makes the correct pass to Kolek, get him going. He knocks down the 3. Kolek was quiet against the Hawks, so good to see that one fall. And then OG gets the ball in the corner. Because he's the best corner 3-point shooter in the league, the defense flies by him. It's the scouting report. And then Zion doesn't want to honestly challenge OG at the rim. Not exactly worth it. He had it going offensively. Why kind of commit a foul there? But you could see, well, depending on how I edit this, it's a 9-2 Pelicans run. And the reason for that is the Knicks just could not get a rebound. I mean, Cat in foul trouble, of course, and then you've got no Mitchell Robinson. The Knicks, they were struggling defensively. The Pelicans were also just hitting everything that they shot, which didn't help. But it was just pure offense by both teams, and Cat is just going to pull up in transition. Kolek always is looking for Cat. Whenever these guys play together, Kolek's eyes are just always on Cat, and this is why. 7-footer that can do that. And Knicks are kind of crawling their way back. Mikal Bridges, he's going to kick it out to Brunson, who just steps into this 3. It's good to see Jalen working more off the ball this season. That's something we haven't seen since he came to the Knicks. It's just been all dribble on the ball. Not that Brunson is, of course, hogging or anything crazy like that. I mean, he's been an unbelievable facilitator, but we don't see Brunson usually doing this, just kind of catching and shooting in rhythm. But Mikal finds him on this one, and Brunson knocks it down. And now it's a 4-point game. Again, the Knicks, they're coming back. I mean, basically they trailed this entire game, and then Brunson is going to get to that strong hand. Again, he has so many counters, so many different ways to beat you. He ends up going straight through. He gets hit on this one. Should have been a foul. You can see Brunson, like, look at his face. He's pissed off he didn't get this call. I don't know how they missed that, to be honest with you. But it's a good, strong take by Jalen. And then on this one, he's just going to get Sadiq Bey on him, and you already know it's going up. This was that first quarter where both teams just couldn't miss. I mean, the Knicks gave up over 40 in that first quarter. There was no defense whatsoever to speak of. So hopefully that picks up in the second half. I think if the Knicks can just play decent defense in the second half, they're going to win this game. But the question is, are they going to do that? Because this looks like kind of the Knicks team early on that just in the season that couldn't stop anyone from hitting threes, and they were the second worst defensive 3-point team in basketball, and this game is starting to look similar to that.